You know that saying, be careful what you wish for? First, I want to give an honor to the Most High Yahweh, to His Son Yahweh Shai, to the prophets and elders pushing forth this truth, this gospel to the four corners of the earth, the men and the women of Israel laboring in this truth and pushing forth this truth, to all of Israel, even those mixed in with the other nations, look like the other nations, but are of Israel according to the seed of their forefathers. To everybody I say shalom, peace and greetings. Walking through the mall on a Saturday afternoon. It's just a little walk and talk. You know, this is when the mall's supposed to be jumping. It's supposed to be, but you know, it's kind of modest. So we've got our president finally. I'm not shocked when you understand that the demise of America has to take place. You understand the little intricate parts that the elites have to put in place. Because in order for the New World Order to fully come into effect, America has to lose its sovereignty. And see, Trump was that. You see, he was the last, hey, but pretty much there it is right there, the great white hope, you know, for America. So it's just further proof to let you know that America's done. America, Lady Liberty is never coming back. You see, I wanted to come here and show you this. Sears. Sears, for a very long time, close to 100 years, was one of the foundations of America. As far as stores, I'm sure wherever you're at, whatever state you're at, whatever city you're at, you got one of these too. I grew up in Vallejo, California, the city Fairfield, right on the outskirts, and that one's it's empty, shut down, closed. Well, you think that maybe it's just going to be revamped? Sears is going to come back stronger than ever. This is one of the foundations, one of the main, if you will, businesses or stores in America. Sears. You used to come to Sears to get any and everything for the house. It's just a microcosm of what's coming to America. You have to understand that for, as far back as you could go through history, all those kingdoms eventually had a peak. I'm sorry, all those kingdoms had a beginning, had a peak, and then ultimately had a fall, a collapse. And it's amazing to me how many folks are not aware of the collapse that we are in. Make no mistake about it. You got a lot of folks celebrating. But celebrate, what is there to celebrate? Oh, because you got Trump out of office. Be careful what you wish for. Be careful what you wish for. And again, Israel, so-called Latinos, Negroes, Native Indians, this, it has absolutely, look at this, pagan, pagan. Jeremiah talks about cutting down of trees and decorating them. That this ancient Babylonian, this goes way back to Babylon. That's why America is called Great Babylon, or the virgin daughter of Babylon. Literally does everything way back then. Because the Edomites, if you will, they're nothing but culture vultures. You see? They stole from the Babylonians. They stole from the Egyptians, the Syrians, Persians. And now it's what we call America today.
Man, I know you got some tennis shoes at home. Good stuff.
Appreciate you, man. Young Jake trying to make a sale. Yeah, America has done nothing but stole all the ancient kingdoms, especially when you go through the history and you understand that it was the Edomites that aided the Babylonians in bringing down Israel. They helped in our downfall when we fell from heaven. What is heaven? If hell's the condition, so is heaven. When you go to a beach and you relax and you say, "Oh, this is heaven." Are you at home? It's cold out and you're at home under the fire and watching them. "Oh, this is heaven." You see, heaven's a condition, and our heaven was Israel rulership. Folks out there celebrating, happy, some crying. For what? I had to tell one Jake, "Hey, what are you celebrating?" You got some Eves out there, educated Eves, celebrating because Kamala Harris went to a HBCU. First of all, if you still partaking in all that shenanigans, you're bugged out. But if you voted for Biden Harris just because of Harris being so-called black, or because Harris went to a HBCU, which was a lot of them Eves, it's the story of the serpent and Eve. The serpent being nothing more but a metaphor or a simile or parabolic for a wicked man. If I call you a snake in the grass, I'm not literally calling you a snake. Okay? It's that story all over again. A lot of these Eves have fallen victim. Ran out there and casted a ballot. Be careful what you wish for. But see, the Almighty is controlling this at the end of the day. Esau, Edom's kingdom, has got to collapse. And what a lot of Israel don't know, when I say a lot of Israel, I'm talking about the 2/3 who still sleep and dead and a part of this world. What they don't know is that all this is instrumental in the collapse. It's amazing to me how many folks don't know that America is Babylon. Like this is the place that has got to be destroyed, that is going to be destroyed. It's amazing how many people are Christians, these so-called bugged out Christians. And if you so-called black, Latino, Native Indian, and you still into that Christianity, man, dude, sleep. You need to wake the hell up, man. If folks like Trump saying Jesus is more famous than me, or if Paula White, you watching video of her praying to Jesus and calling on angels from Africa, If that's not telling you how bugged out Christianity is and how false Christianity is, I don't know what to tell you, man. I mean, it's not that deep. These bugged out folks think praying to Jesus, and then you got black folks who think that the idol Jesus had a hand in Biden getting elected. Again, you got to remember, according to Daniel 4:17, the Almighty puts it reigns down here in the kingdom of men. He controls everything, man. And if you're not aware of what is to come or what is to take place, then you're just partaking in all the folly and nonsense, and you're in ignorance. America's done. What are you celebrating for? What is there to celebrate? I'm honestly trying to figure that out. Like, because Trump's out of office, oh, that's a celebration. Trump ain't did me no wrong. Just like Biden ain't gonna help me. They're just puppets, instruments, vessels being used for a purpose, not for theirs, but for the Almighty's. Yeah, you got just like you got folks celebrating. You got a lot of Edomites and ignorant Jakes, Israel out there, so-called blacks, Latinos, Native Indians, celebrating. You got some pissed, you got some celebrate, but for what? If this election didn't show you that this place is divided, if this pandemic ain't showed you that a collapse is imminent, if places boarded up is not a here's your sign, like Bill Engvall used to say, here's your sign, America's done, guys. Lady Liberty is done. Folks need to snap up out of it. And when I mean folks, I mean Israel, so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Indians need to wake up from out of the sleep. It's high time to wake up. Everything I say and do, I do all out of love. All glory goes to the Most High, Yahweh, and to His Son, Yahweh Shai. House.